What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, before we talk about the announcement made this morning that Hughie will fight Alexander Povetkin on the undercard of Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell, let's quickly address the elephant in the room. I fucked up. I fucked up. Less than 36 hours ago, I made a video saying there was absolutely no chance Hughie Fury will fight Povetkin next. In fact, my words were, this is dog's bollocks. 36 hours later, it was announced Hughie Fury will take on Alexander Povetkin. I don't think there's ever been a bigger fuck up. I can't think of one. But you know what? I'm here to own my fuck up. So I sit here before you today on my throne asking for forgiveness. It was a big one. I kind of found out the news, this is no joke, about 5 or 6 hours after that video went up. And I was like, should I take the video down? Then I thought, you know what? No, own it. Own the video. You fucked up, you fucked up. There are a number of people I know that put videos up, get it wrong, and then delete the videos. Can't do that. Can't do it, people. Won't do it. All right, you can't say you're not shocked, though, people. Let's be honest. You can't say you're not shocked that Hughie Fury, on his first fight with MATCHROOM, is taking on Povetkin. You have to be a bit shocked, especially in this world of boxing nowadays, where these so-called big fights, and this is quite a big fight, take so long to happen, right? Even Eddie Hearn, I think, released a statement saying that he was actually going to give Hughie Fury a couple of warm-up fights. Maybe guys in and around the top 40, top 50, and then chuck him in with a big fish. But no, Hughie Fury goes straight in. It's laughable, and I think I tweeted this. We have, and you got to make the comparison because they're cousins, Tyson Fury, the lineal champion, the #1 heavyweight in the world, is probably going to take on Charles Martin, right? It's probably going to be Charles Martin, Trevor Bryan, or Manuel Charr. But it's probably more leaning towards the Trevor Bryan and Charles Martin route because they need an American. Hughie Fury, the what is he? Number 20? Number 25, 30? Is taking on Povetkin, who's ranked inside the top 10. The balls on this kid. The balls on this kid. A lot of people talk, I'll fight anyone, anytime. So many people talk like that. So many people don't deliver. So many people. Let's not forget as well, his fight against Pulev, he was the third choice. Jarrell Miller was the first choice. He said he isn't going to travel. Dillian Whyte was the second choice, said he's not going to travel. Hughie Fury took the fight. So yes, he lost that fight, but credit to him for even stepping out and going to, was it Bulgaria or Russia, to take the fight. And now he steps in with a lion, a killer in Povetkin. You have to applaud it. You really do. The thing for me, the reason I think I said it's dog's bollocks is because if he loses, and even if he loses on points, it still doesn't tell me where he is. So that'll be 3 losses against guys all within the top 10. Joseph Parker, Pulev, and Povetkin. I wanted to see Hughie Fury take on someone in and around the top 30 so I can comfortably say, you know what, he's top 30. It's difficult, this one, for me, because I don't want him to lose, because I still think he's a very good prospect, but I would have liked to have seen him be built slowly. I mean, Povetkin could crush him, end his lights, and that's that. So it's a big gamble. I mean, you've got to gamble sometimes in boxing, but I think it's a gamble we didn't need to make, right? No one's put a gun to Hughie Fury's head saying you need to take a step up. You don't. We've seen that with Pulev now. You can almost drop back, not drop back to crazy levels like he dropped back to recently with the Canadian bodyguard and Samuel Peter, but someone in and around the top 30 would have been safe. This is kind of strange matchmaking. Again, I'm happy. We get to see what I think will be a good fight. Povetkin always comes to fight, so I think Povetkin by default will make his opponent fight. But Hughie Fury didn't need to do this at all. So it's a big risk. If he wins, I mean, fucking hell, it catapults him straight into that mix of the top 15 if he wins. If he loses, again, it's question marks as to how good he is. Because again, people talk and say he's good, but he hasn't beaten anyone of note to make me know just where he is in my head. Like, I'd like to know where someone is, top 20, top 30, and I don't know. I think his biggest win, did he fight Rudenko when Rudenko was unbeaten? That could be his biggest win. Apart from that, it's been weird, kind of fight the top guys, then fight the bottom guys, and he's lost to the top guys. It does make you think, though, how quick these fights can be made when all parties are going in the same direction. I'm guessing this fight was probably signed and sealed last week. Hughie Fury only signed to MATCHROOM, last week? It is probably in the works, maybe just before the Samuel Peters fight, but it definitely wasn't in the works that he'll fight Povetkin. I know he's been interested in Povetkin, but that definitely wasn't in the works. The fight's in 5 weeks' time, and they're getting it on. All the excuses you hear from boxers nowadays about, I need more time to train, we couldn't get a deal done. Here we have two very good fighters, Hughie Fury is a very good fighter, agreeing to fight in 5 weeks. And that's refreshing because nowadays, I mean, come on. I mean, look at who was it? Kalnaki, for example, who was going to fight Joshua and made the excuse that, 5 weeks isn't enough to fight Joshua. I mean, Ruiz took the fight and hit the jackpot. So it's good to see fighters kind of rolling the dice. Povetkin's rolling the dice as well. Hughie Fury's style is going to be awkward for him. But it's good to see that can happen. A quick note on Eddie Hearn as well. 4 or 5 months ago, I think I even done a video saying that he's almost abandoned the UK, right? Like he's put all these eggs into the American basket and it's not working. Now look, I mean, it's a quick turnaround. I mean, the Dillian White Rivas card was good, minus what's happened after the fight. That actual fight card itself was good. We get to see Vasyl Lomachenko, the pound-for-pound #1 versus Luke Campbell. Povetkin again on these shores versus Hughie Fury. It would be good. I'm hearing rumours, fingers crossed it is true, that Kell Brook gets a run out. What else we got after that? We've got Josh Taylor versus Progress. I think that's in association with MATCHROOM and Sky. I mean, then we've got possibly AJ versus Ruiz. On the undercard of that, maybe Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora. So again, what started as, I think, quite a bad start to 2019 is ending quite well for big fights in Britain. I've got to give him a shout out because it's easy for me to make videos when things are going bad. And looking at the next 6 months, things could be very, very good for British boxing. Very, very good. Sky must be happy. I think this Vasyl Lomachenko, Luke Campbell card could do very good numbers on box office. And now with the extra addition of Povetkin versus Hughie Fury, it's going to be exciting. One thing, and we'll end on this. I've always said that Hughie Fury needs to be a bit more excited. This is almost the perfect opponent to bring that out in him. This is an opponent that will make him work. And that will be interesting to see what he can do. Because I've always accused him of maybe taking time off in rounds, almost coasting, whether it be to a win or to a loss. Povetkin will make him work. And that might bring out the best in Hughie Fury. Peter Fury asked for this fight ages ago. So they've obviously seen something. And let's also not forget, this will be Povetkin's first fight in nearly a year. Last time he fought AJ was in September, Wembley Stadium. He hasn't had a fight for nearly a year, and that fight was a loss. Hughie Fury's been a bit more active, not incredibly active, and not against great opponents, but nonetheless, he's been active. I still think Povetkin by decapitation, though. Peace.